So in this video, we're going to take off by addressing this crack along this forward engine bulkhead and this little bit of dodiness that is in the end of this stringer right here. If you notice, there's no rot going any further than this that we can detect. It's only about an inch up in there. And if you look from the other side, let's see if I can flip the camera around here. Flip you upside down for a minute. This is the other side. Right there is the only dotty spot that we can see in there, all the way up and down through there. So everything looks good, besides this crack right here. And we're gonna go ahead and get that addressed. Fill it up full of penetrating epoxy until it runs out. This little hole we've drilled down here. I'm gonna fill that all the way up. Then I'm gonna put a piece of tape over this. I'm gonna drill another hole up here and go ahead and fill this up all the way to the top as much as we can get in there. So that's the plan. Just using some reducer to clean this up a little bit because it's what we had. Handy. I need to get some acetone now. Is preferable. I'm just going to clean the front of this up a little bit. So that anything that gets out here doesn't carry any good bunch of grease and nasty away from this repair. And this whole thing, the whole body's got to be cleaned anyway. So oh, that stuff smells good. It's been a while. All right. So we are using Total Boats penetrating epoxy to do this, and we're going to be doing it with syringes. So this is a 2-to-1 mix ratio on this. So 2 parts of part A, the base, with 1 part of the hardener. So we're just above 40 degrees here today. So right now it's supposed to get up to almost 60. So I think we're in good shape as far as the weather today on this. So right here is going to be your 2-to-1 mixing ratio. Help you out. Yeah, we fucked that up. I should have done it this way. Let's pour this back in here real quick. We're just gonna do, I hate those mixing scales anyway. So we're just going to do 5 ounces of this and 2.5 ounces of hardener. So there's 5 ounces. And then we're going to put half of that of the hardener in there. So that'd be 7.5 roughly is where we need to be up to. Then we need to mix that for 2 minutes, it says. And that's pretty fixed. So we'll mix this up here for 2 minutes, and then we'll start injecting it in there with these syringes that we have. You only got about 10 minutes of working time with this stuff. I may put a little thinner in this as well. I don't know. We'll see how it does on the syringes. Oh, that's so much better. That's probably about right. So mix it one more time here in a minute before we syringe it up. Here's our syringes that we're going to use. I ordered these off of Amazon, I think, through Boat Works, or Total Boat, I think. So we're gonna start here, fill this up until it runs out of this hole. Actually, we'll probably start right there, and step our way all the way up from the bottom of this crack, all the way, and then we'll once we fill this up, we'll tape this hole, fill this up, tape this hole, fill this up, and just leave it open and to cure out, and then we'll come back later and see how it does. Alright, let's see how this stuff draws up in this syringe here. Oh yeah, we can use that just like it is. No need to thin it down. Alright, so we're coming out over here now, so I'm going to step up here. And start doing the same thing from the top up here. Might have to mix some more of this up. Might mix some up and put some Cavasil to thicken it a little bit and see how we can syringe that. Alright, so there's all 7.5 in there. And we're going to mix up another 7.5 and do some Cavasil in it. And see how that does. See if we can keep it from running so much. Mix this up a little bit. I'm gonna get my Cavasil real quick. Alright, so we got fumed silica here. I'm going to thicken that up just a little bit. Let's see how that does. I think that's probably about the consistency that we want. We just need to get it mixed up real good so we can syringe it. We'll see how this stuff does. With the syringe. Oh yeah, we can still draw that up. No problem. I'm just starting at the bottom hole, same as before. I should be able to fill this thing up now. just a little bit more. Now we're getting close to, I'd say we're like about a porridge consistency there with the penetrating epoxy. The idea is to hold this stuff up against that board that we put in there the first time with this mix to make sure that it adheres to our penetrating epoxy, adheres to our, all the repair. We need it to all mate together, basically. And it looks like that's filling the hole finally. So we're going to start up here. Go ahead and start trying to fill that hole. We might have to make up some more. So yeah, we're going to mix up some more of that. It's slowly but surely it's working to filling that up and getting the bond back to the end of that stringer. So this is what we bought this stuff for. We're going to use it. That's 5. Might even make it a little bit thicker this time. 2.5. Get some cover seal in here. I don't know if y'all have ever messed with any of this stuff. This cavity seal is the lightest thing I've ever seen. It's lighter than drywall dust. So, I heard somebody one time say that you could use flour instead of this to thicken this epoxy, but you know, I'm not up for taking any kind of chances like that. So we're gonna stick with the real deal. It's a pretty important repair right here. I'm not looking to take any chances on it. Try just scooping that stuff in there and see what happens. We're obviously getting it full because now it's starting to run out. You notice that? So we're finally getting to our goal. Slowly but surely. I'm going to try using this syringe on this again here. I'm going to go ahead and take the whole one too. On the bottom, I think we're starting to lose some of it now. That tape will be getting ground off, I bet. It does not like that epoxy. I don't know whether the tape's going to work there or not, to be honest with you. Never tried to use it, first time, so. Alright, I got a few pieces of chop strand here. I'm going to shove them in there as well to kind of help hold this penetrating epoxy in place. fill that void up in there. Yeah, we're getting full because it's starting to push it out down there. And we are going to be cutting this out later after all this sits up, just to make sure let me get some more chop strand here in a minute. Yeah, that's filling up nicely. Good deal. Sounds like my plumber's here. Get some more chop strand to put in there. Want to do anything today? Yeah. Just over here fixing a hole in the boat, don't mind me. Just over here fixing a hole in the boat, don't mind me. Fixing a hole. Smelly shit right here. I said some smelly stuff right here. Huh? Quick like, right? I think I finally got that filled up, man. So here's our forward engine bulkhead that we're doing that repair to. And it looks like it's stayed in there nicely. It's still a little tacky. It's been about, I don't know, 5 hours. So it's going to be a little bit longer before it sets up, especially, you know, we're running about 50 degrees in here or so, so it's going to be slow to set. Went ahead and injected this side as well. It didn't take nearly as much, but they're both done. And now all we got to do is cut those open, you know, grind out anything that's not good and set, and are not firmly attached, and put some 1708 across those patches, grind that all back and do a good patch on that, and we should be good to go on that forward engine bay, or forward engine bulkhead, and then we can go ahead and start doing our fillets around the back here and get this all cleaned up. Woohoo!